Howdy folks, TJ here. Today is a special announcement of a one-of-a-kind auction that I'm going to be personally doing, and it is for a one-of-a-kind special Invasion of the Cloud People set that's got things that weren't part of the original sale of 54 signed special video made in your name copies of my game. I'm doing this for a number of reasons, but we're going to talk about this in a lot of info. So please watch the whole video if you're interested, because it's not something that's going to go on eBay. It's not something that you're going to have some special app that you can use. You do need to be in at least my main Sinclair Society Facebook group in order to bid. Now, I may find a way that if you're a Patreon of mine, that you can, using me, I guess, as a proxy, for lack of a better word, message me that, hey, I'm not in the group, I don't want to join the group for whatever reason, but I'd like to make a bid, and you can give me an email, and I'll go ahead and slap that in on your behalf so other people can see it. But ultimately, it's going to be done all on this simple in my Sinclair Society Facebook group. More on that info to come. Let me put this down so we can chat a little bit about what's going on. So, as you probably know, the Specky Next Kickstarter 3 is about to happen tomorrow, I think, Saturday. And I put out a video a couple of days ago about, oh, this looks awesome. And originally I had no intention of bidding, or I shouldn't say the word bidding, I used that before, pledging on this Kickstarter, because I've got a Kickstarter 1 and a 2. And unless there was something really unique about this 3, I was going to not do it. And then life automatically threw me a curveball saying, you're not going to do it even if you want to do it, because this last year, I'll go over it and skim it. It's been a bitch in terms of finance. Here in California, it's very difficult to get by. The cost of living alone is hard, but insurance skyrocketing for home insurance, car insurance. I'm paying 4 times what I used to. And then I live in a generally older home. Stuff that's breaking, falling apart, plumbing, water issues, car issues. Needless to say, I'm kind of maxed out in every area. And I simply can't even afford to not bid, again, I keep using that word, pledge, if I wanted to. So I was a little sad, and I just put out a video anyway. I'm hoping everybody can get onto the Kickstarter number 3. But then I started formulating, and I saw a picture of the new Kickstarter 3 that's about to commence, and it's a purple one that's clear and translucent. And oh, it's so sexy. And I go, good Lord, how can TJ, me, a next nut that owns a 1 and a 2, makes tons of videos about everything next, not get one? I need to figure out a way to do it. So I started thinking, what can I sell? Do I go marry a different woman that's worth a lot of money? No, I love my wife. Is there something else I could sell? Not really. But I created a game, Invasion of the Cloud People, The Next Storm. And let me just grab the case. So I've been sending and selling these in the last year. I made one special run of 54 copies that are numbered, came with a special magnet and card that's numbered. Go watch my original videos, and I'll kind of cover it again in a quick shortly. But there's a lot of stuff that this first 54 people got. After those 54 were done, I then started selling some signals. And I said I had enough supplies to make about 20 single copies. I'm about halfway through creating and sending those. I am now collecting the final monies for the last 10. And once those are gone, that's probably it. The singles were basically the same as this, lacking, though, some of the special things that only the 54 received, which was a special magnet and a special playing card, which we'll talk about more in a second, that was very unique to that original 54. But thinking ahead, there's 54 copies I made of this original game, and I sold 50, and I kept 4. With ideas in mind. Number 1, I have numbers, and these are numbered, by the way. I kept numbers 1, 2, and 3, and 7 available just for me. Everybody else got dibs on various numbers. So I have a special reason that I will always keep number 1, and then I'll probably always keep number 3 and 7. But I said, okay, at some point, maybe I'll do a special auction for the number 2. So what I am doing is creating an auction that's going to come with the original game, the number 2 signed version, and you get all the original stuff, the magnet and all that, as well as what can I add to this to make a special auction that people can bid on, and because they love the game, or they like my channel, they like what I'm doing, or they say, you know, I wouldn't mind having that original version and some else extra stuff, and I'm going to help TJ get that Specky Next Kickstarter 3, because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to collect as much as I can to figure out a way in the next basically 30 days to be able to put a pledge in for the Kickstarter 3. So I said, okay, let's auction something very special, one-off. No one else is going to have this, not even me really, because some of the things I'm sending with it are kind of unique, although I could probably recreate one for myself if I wanted, but we're going to keep this special, and it's going to be a number 2 edition of the original game. So when you open up the game and you get it, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you get inside. And 2 of the packets, of course, the game, this is what the game normally comes in. You get the SD card, you get the booklet that tells you how to play the game. It's got multiple sides. It's got a nice inner cover design. It is numbered and signed behind this little guy here when you take out the SD card, and I don't have my own, I thought signing for myself would be weird, so I kept it open, but this is a numbered area that I put my signature, and I put your special number. This one is going to have number 2 with my signature in the case. The booklet that comes with it is a full booklet that tells you how to use, play, and the whole story about this game. So that is the booklet that comes with it. Inside of these little baggies that are inside here, this is the Claude Popples kit. This Claude Popples kit is in homage, what's the word for it? Sir Clive Sinclair back in the day allowed you to buy a Sinclair ready to use, or in a kit form. And the kit form you put together yourself. So I came up with a mascot called Claude Popples, and I created all the components that I added inside this little package. It even has a little label that's made from my Timex Sinclair or Sinclair ZX printer that says Claude Popples Kit. And inside are all the components so you can make your own kit. And a half a dozen, maybe a dozen people or so made their own Claude Popples and sent me images of what they looked like, which was fun. Inside of this little special rainbow-colored package is other things as well, but mostly the contents of Claude Popples. But inside is a sticker that has the fun Invasion of the Cloud People info. It has a magnet inside that you can slap onto something that's magnetic. And I even made a video about this going, slap it, slap it, slap it, slap it. And then there is a special playing card. Now, I'm not going to show you what this card is because it's special to whoever owns it. But let go. It's stuck on my card. Oh, shit. So this particular one, oh, okay, I got it off. So there's a deck of playing cards that I created that are Invasion of the Cloud People. It's a real deck of cards. And on one side is what this card is. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but needless to say, it's got a card. And I've kept track of all of who got what card, Ace of Hearts, King, Queen, all those things. And I created a game that we could play after you buy the game. If you're on the 8-Bit Society or Sinclair Society Facebook group, I may say, who is card this? I challenge you to a duel. And that duel is me and you playing the game, and whoever gets the best score gets a pat on the back. Or I may come up with future games. So that's what the playing card is. There's only 54 cards in a deck, technically 52 plus a couple of, what do you call them, jokers or whatever. 54. That's why I came up with the original 54 total copies in this original set. And then you get 3 of the coasters. Let me grab this coaster show. I made some beer coasters, double-sided. It's got a little barcode or a QR code that takes you to basically my YouTube channel. And it's got the URL, youbastardgames.com. So you're going to get inside of the original kit 3 of those. And then there is a bottle opener. So I went all balls out. there is a bottle opener. I don't know if this will come in, but it's a You Bastard Games bottle opener. So you can open up your can of brew. There's even a little dangly key. And if you watch my original video, the key is a... everybody's lots of different keys. There may be some duplicates, but this little key helps you start up Cellustorm. Cellustorm is your imaginary Cellustorm spaceship that you play in the game. So I thought, hey, you need a key to drive the thing, right? Start it up. So I made a key. So that's what the little key is, and everybody got little key. So that is the original set that I created, that I sent all 54 out last year. Everybody's got them. Everybody's happy. Everything worked great. And then I've been selling some singles lacking a few of the original 54 items. But today, if you don't own one of the originals and want some extra stuff, what I did is I started an auction. This auction is going to start at $100, and it is going to be told in $5 increments on the Sinclair Society Facebook group. Just in the comments, I'll put the official information on top, and then you just as a comment say, I bid $100. And then somebody else will come in and see what the last one was. I bid $105, and so on. Eventually, by the end of the auction, and I think what I'm going to do is start it today, and it's going to go through the weekend, and by Monday morning, at an undiscrete time, whatever I choose and wake up, I will say, okay, that's it. And this is the winner, and this is going to such and such, and congratulations, and thank you, because you are now helping me possibly buy a Speccy Next Kickstarter 3 or pledge for one. What extra do you get in this set? So in the set, I am going to throw in lots of extras. So I got a little ditty bag here. So rather than you get just the special playing card, which you will get, you're going to get a whole deck of Invasion of the Cloud People, The Next Storm playing cards. A whole complete deck. What does that allow you to do? Well, you have a deck of cards, Invasion of the Cloud People labeled and pictured, but it's going to give you the right, if the person that owns the card that you're calling out wants to do it. No one has to do anything in our world, but you are just like me as an admin of the game. So if you're on Sinclair Society Facebook group or the 8-Bit Diary group and say, who has got card Ace of Hearts? I challenge you to a duel, and make up your duel, whatever it is, playing a game, singing, making a video, whatever it is. And then if that person responds, they'll play along with you. If they don't respond, you can tell me what the card is. I'm not going to tell you whose cards are what, but you can say, hey, I posted it a week ago. No one responded. You tell me what the card was. I'll reach out to them and say, hey, this person's calling on you. Would you like to play? And they'll say no or yes, and we'll go from there. You may need to draw another card. So nothing's in concrete, but it gives you a full deck of playing cards, and it gives you that power, if you want, to be able to call somebody out and play as part of the Invasion of the Cloud People, The Next Storm Physical Edition, a card game, whatever it is. I've only done one so far. I did one where I challenged somebody, and it was Adrian Sinclair. Great last name, by the way. And I challenged him to a duel of playing Invasion of the Cloud People. I just barely nudged him out and won. But then he kind of said, well, I didn't know the keyboard control on the game didn't do diagonal. And I said, well, what the hell are you using keyboard for? It's a joystick game. Damn it. But I won. He tried to say that he didn't know all the specifics, but he knew them. Anyway, so you get a whole deck of cards. You are also going to get an additional 2 of the stickers. So you can actually, sometimes when you get a special kit, you don't want to use any of the stuff because you think it's going to get marred, broken, whatever. You're going to get 2 more stickers. So if you want to slap me on something that you don't mind losing one of the stickers, you're going to get a couple extra stickers. You're going to get 3 more of the coasters. So not only do you get 3 with the set, you're going to get 3 more. So a total of 6. So you can have a party. And you can have a party on my face. That didn't come out right. But anyway, you're going to get some extras so you can actually go here, you put out your coasters and have some beers and play specky games for the night and just have fun with it. So 3 more coasters. And you can't just get by with only 2 of the key fob can openers. So you're going to get 2 more. So you can lay them out in front of you or have one on your keychain at all time. So you're going to get those extras. So no, that's not it. There's one final thing that's going to come as part of this set, and that is the T.J. Ferreira's Retro Computing Adventure book, a hard copy that will be signed by me. I'll ask the winner, what would you like me to say inside of it? Like, who goose the moose? Love ya. Thanks for bidding. Thanks for pledging. Thanks for whatever. You tell me what you want it to say, and I'll put it inside of the cover someplace, probably on this opening, and I'll sign it, your name, my name, and I'll put whatever text you would like me to put, within reason. Or pretty much anything. You're the only one that's going to read it, but you're going to get a hard copy of this book as well. Signed, sealed, delivered. So the price of $100 is just for the item itself, not shipping. So let's chat about shipping a little bit. Is that my dog's barking? They are. They're always barking. Shipping. If you're the winner and you're in the United States, it's not going to be a big deal. It should be probably under $20, fully insured to ship it. Not too shabby. I haven't priced every place farther away from California. It can get a little higher, but I'm going to guess probably $20 most any place in the U.S. thereabouts. Oh, the dogs are barking. Probably UPS. UPS is here. So I have to stop this video now. I have to go sign a package and come right back. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, to sign a package for UPS. So I was on the shipping thing. So if you're in the United States, not too shabby. But if you're any place outside of the United States, I'm sorry, it sucked. Everybody part of the original 54 crew, and now some of the singles know, it is expensive for me to ship any parcel from the United States, even to Canada. Any place is expensive. For the simple little DVD case that I've been sending for the game, that cost me $21 to $25 range, depending where you are internationally. Includes no insurance. You can't get insurance. And it's just first-class mail, but they do give a tracking number. So you can actually kind of see that I'm being legit. I'm sending you something. You should get it. And to date, everybody I've sent something to has received it. So that's good. But there's no insurance. So there's a little danger zone in there. If you want something insured, basically a 3-pound box, which is what this will all weigh. This book is a bit hefty. So it's going to be about $50 by first-class mail, with tracking, but again, no insurance. There is no option for insurance. If you want something that's insured for loss, damage, whatever, it's about $80, $78.60 to be exact, from here to UK as example. If you're in Spain or Portugal or some other place, it could be different. So I'm just generically telling you, most people are from either US or UK, but there's some other countries. So it may be costly. It will be costly to buy it. So not only do you have the $100 minimum to do the auction, there's shipping. So I don't expect anybody outside of the US to probably bid, but they may enjoy this game enough or want to support the channel enough and help me get a Kickstarter 3, which will allow me to make a ton more videos in the years to come when it comes out. So I'm hoping that there'll be enough of interest to do it. I did put out a feeler in my Facebook group saying, if I put one of these up, knowing that the cheapest shipping option, even in UK, maybe about $50, and then the game's going to start at 100, or the set, I should say. Anybody interested? And there's been over a handful of people already saying, yes, they would bid. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and do the auction. I'm going to probably start it right after we do this video and upload it to YouTube, and I can go over and create the setup over in the Sinclair Society Facebook group. So if you're not a member, join. That's where you're going to see the official announcement, where you can type in a comment and put in your offer, $105 or whatever. It has to be at least $100 to start, and then the bidding will escalate in the comments. You'll see what other people are bidding, and ultimately, Monday morning, we'll call the winner. If you're not in Sinclair Society Facebook group and refuse to do it, the only other option is if you're a Patreon of mine, which I'll put the Patreon link below. You're helping the channel anyway. For as cheap as $1 or $2 a month, you're basically helping support the YouTube channel that I've got going and all the things that I do. Join there, and then you can actually private message me as a member there saying, hey, I would love to do it, but I'm not going to join Sinclair Society. I would like to make this my max offer. Can you throw it in for me? And then I'll go ahead and do that on your behalf. That's really the only way. I'm not going to be able to scan YouTube video comments and all that. So you do need to join the Sinclair Society Facebook group, or message me if you're a Patreon. And if you're not on one of those and still want to do it, you can be creative and reach out to me if you would like. You know my, youbastard.com. I do have an email that you can reach out that way. But the odds are I'm going to probably frown against going that route because I don't know who you are. If you're in a Facebook group, I kind of get a sense of you're in this group. You know what the group's about. You know me a little bit, and I may know you a little bit. So I want to keep it clean, simple, and I'm not going to try to bend over too much to just be able to allow it. Join the Sinclair Society Facebook group. It's fun. It's monitored by me and some other admins. We keep it clean, fun, and safe most of the time. So anyway, that's it. Do you want to become... You get the book and all these other things. I'm not going to grab them all again. I got them strewn all over the place. But the book, the original #2 set, everything is signed. And I'll end it up with, I forgot to say, all of my games come with a personalized video. So that original 54, including the signals, you actually, in the game, as part of the menu, click on a distress call that I send you. And that distress call has your information. So I may say, whatever your name is, Joe Blow, this is TJ reaching out to you. Come in, I need your help. There's a video that you can actually play on the Specky Next that shows that. You also get the 1080p version of that on the extras on the SD card, which is kind of cool. The SD card, of course, has my older original Specky 48K Invasion of the Cloud People, the Next Storm game for the Next, as well as extras in the PDF. You get a PDF of this book as well in there. And so a lot of fun extras. And for whoever buys this set, there's going to be a second video, not where you play on the Next, but as a 1080p video, me saying thank you very much for doing the auction, winning the auction, and calling your name out, and you telling me what you would like me to kind of cover in the video. I'm going to make a special video on your behalf that you can play on your computer. And so just a lot of fun extras, personalizing it, I think makes this whole thing special. So anyway, thanks for watching. So go join the Sinclair Society Facebook group and look out for the message coming soon on starting of the bid. I don't expect this to go high. There's a half a dozen people saying that they would do it. Maybe all of them are saying, okay, 100 is max, and we'll stale out at 100 and something. But either way, I wanted to do this special auction. And if I get more from it, wonderful. The more I get, the better chance I'll be able to bid. I keep saying the word bid, but it's pledge on the Kickstarter 3. And I'd love to have one so I can make more content for folks like you and myself. So thanks for watching. Bye.